What's up everyone, I'm VenomousStare, and this is game 3 of a best of 5 between Stephano, who's up here in the top left, and appears to be saving up money for an early pool here, and there it is, an early pool. He's facing off against the French Terran, MarineLord, a player who usually plays aggressive but has solid macro to back it up, and is quite honestly someone who favors these late game unit compositions more than most. He'll go Liberator, Widowmine, Ghost. A lot of Terrans will just kind of stubbornly stick on Marauder, Marine throughout the entirety of the game, but MarineLord is not afraid to tech up. He's not afraid to get those armory upgrades in great numbers. That's something that I notice a lot of Terrans don't do. They don't even bother with armory upgrades, but in the previous game of this best of 5, we saw MarineLord actually got 2-1 on his Liberators. And that made it really hard for Stephano to engage. Stephano had to tech all the way up into pretty much Broodlord, Ultra, Viper, Queen. He had to go for a crazy late game Zerg army to break MarineLord, and Stephano had great creep spread that game and was able to pull it out. And he's going for the Eastern European Zerg build, I like to call it, the 1 base, double gas, 12 pool Roach Rush. And the idea with this is he's going to have a lot of gas, but that's going to mean that he's going to be able to make Ravagers. And even though they're slow Roaches because it's hatchery tech, and you have to slowly walk them across the map, Ravagers have a ton of armor when they're in egg form. So if your Roach gets to half health, you can turn it into a Ravager egg. And it's very tricky to deal with because Terran is not going to have very many units early on. MarineLord's going to send his Reaper out. Now, a lot of people do cheese on habitation stations, so and here we go, see, he's just morphing the Ravagers right out the gate. Ravagers are faster than Roaches. And obviously, if he shows up with Ravagers, then the element of surprise is that much stronger. MarineLord doesn't have that time to see the Roaches, and then oh wait, then they morph, and you know, then MarineLord has like 20 seconds to get ready. So let's look at MarineLord's vision, because that's what's most important right now. So this is the first tell, there's no natural. So let's see what his response is. He has another Reaper. He looks like he's looking around maybe at the third for a proxy hatch. Okay, he sees the Ravagers. So he knows what's up now because he saw that cocoon. We're going to go back to everyone vision. And here come the 3 Ravagers. Now, thankfully for MarineLord, this finished. He can just lift this. If this had been cancelled, it would have been virtually, or if the SCV had died, it would have been almost impossible to finish. And the bunker is not going to finish because the SCV dies. And the factory will narrowly finish. Stephano's going to kill the first depot. The second one is not long for this world. We can see MarineLord was going for an extremely greedy build, 3 quick CCs, and he's just getting a Cyclone now out of his factory. Stephano was continuing to produce these slow Roaches. Now this build is pretty damn all in from Zerg. He doesn't really have any tech at all, and he doesn't really have, you know, any hopes as far as economy. Even though MarineLord has been losing SCVs trying to defend this, which is normal, he is really still ahead. Look at that, even now he's still ahead. So Stephano needs to pretty much do devastating damage to MarineLord here, but they're kiting back into the natural, both of them taking some pretty severe losses. But Stephano has more Ravagers. It's not really an issue for the French Zerg, and this factory is about to die, quite honestly, and this is a whole new level of Zerg sitting on top of your production. And it is tricky for SCVs because if they gargle splash damage, they don't have a lot of health. And at this point, Stephano's ahead in workers. MarineLord just GG's right there, and that's the game. So Stephano wins with what I like to call the Eastern European Zerg cheese, even though he's on the other side, he's in France. But Polish Zergs like Nerchio really like this build. A Laser likes this build, and it's nice to see Stephano doing this too. And he's going to take this best of 5 with a quick victory. MarineLord really picked the wrong build there, going for that 3rd CC. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more.